Hello, everybody. This is Ty1 here. We're back with another video today on another Star Wars video today. This video today, we are going to talk about top 20 of my favorite Star Wars video games of all time that I really enjoyed and played. If you guys have a favorite Star Wars video game you like to play, comment in the section below. Let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys like and stuff. And so I'm going to share with you guys what my favorite ones are and see what you guys think and go from there. Um, Starting off at number 20. We have Star Wars Squadrons. Um, I didn't mind Star Wars Squadrons. I kind of thought it was fun to have like a flight simulator Star Wars game. Um, it was an okay flight one. I think the flight ones that they had before, I think were a little bit better than that one. But I enjoyed it for what it was, and it was alright. It was an okay game. It was kind of fun to fly X-wing fighters and stuff like that. So the next one we have here The next one we have here is Star Wars Rogue Squadrons. I actually like Star Wars Rogue Squadrons. That one I've played on that one's if I recall, is only for the GameCube, but it's actually a really fun Star Wars game to actually play. 'Cause it's like a really fun, flight Star Wars game. Plus there's quite a few other things you could do with it too. Um, but I kind of like the fact it was a flight simulator game and other things you can do with it. And plus, it was kind of fun, having space battles and things. You can also do in that game. I think, if I remember correctly, you can do the snow speeder battles on Planet Hoth too. That was kind of fun little thing there too. So, but I really enjoyed Rogue Squadrons also. At number 18, we have Star Wars Emperor at War. This was a Star Wars MMO RPG like Star Wars game for like the PC and stuff like that. I really wish and hope that Star Wars one day makes a brand new one like that. I really enjoyed it and stuff. It's really kind of a fun MMO, like Star Wars game and stuff, and playing around with units and things like that, and having these awesome, interesting battles with things. So it's really interesting, and like I said, I really enjoyed that and stuff. I remember playing a lot of that on the PC because I remember how I played Emperor at War. Um, I had a demo disc that had a bunch of games on it, and this demo disc had the very first Halo game for the Xbox. It was on for PC, and it was the demo version of a map that you got to play around on. And then the second one was Emperor at War, which was also a demo, but you can still even though it was a demo, you can do a few things with it and stuff, which was kind of neat. And then I forget what else was on there, but yeah. At number 17, we have Star Wars Battlefront 2015. This is the remake of the first original game. I thought it was okay. I think my favorite game mode on there is probably the one with the coins, where you get the most coins before your team does, even though you get the kills. But I kind of find that kind of fun. So, um, but other than that, I think it's okay. I think there's a lot of issues that first game had, but overall, it's not a bad shooter game. I mean, if you want to play a shooter game, like a Star Wars shooter game, I mean, it's not a bad one to like just kind of play for fun, really. Um, but overall, it's an okay game. Number 16, we have Star Wars Battlefront 2, 2017's game. I really enjoyed this one. This one did a little bit better than the first one, of course. I like the fact we had heroes and some things like that. I really wish they would have done more than what they gave us, but um, overall, it was actually a pretty good game. I did like the different soldier classes that they had compared to what they had in the first game. So, at number 15, we have Star Wars Republic Commando. This game right here, ladies and gentlemen, is like an awesome Star Wars game. It's like a Star Wars Halo slash shooter game. And I find it kind of one of my favorite Star Wars games I like. And I think it's like one of the coolest games there is. And it has a really good dark like tone to it and stuff too. So like, but some of the droids on there are really difficult to kill, but super fun to play though. But I like the fact how in the game, as you're playing, It's played in first person, but you also playing as if you're inside the Republic Trooper Commando's helmet and stuff, and what it'd be like to be a Republic Trooper. So it's actually kind of cool and fun. The next one we have here is Star Wars Starfighter and Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. I like both of these games. Um, I like the flight simulator games. I thought they were kind of fun. You know, the Phantom Menace spaceships they had, and then you had the Jedi Starfighter ones, the ones that Obi-Wan was riding around with on Episode 2. So it's kind of fun to have a space, some other space flight simulator ones and stuff. It's kind of fun. At number 13, we have Star Wars Jedi Academy. I love Star Wars Jedi Academy. I think it's one of my favorite games in the franchise. I like the fact that you can not only create a Jedi and things, but you can do multiple other things with this game where you can either go to the dark side or the light. But it's really fun to kind of explore your options and just have fun with a Star Wars game. And I like the fast paced action it gave it for this game, so it's really kind of fun. Next we have number 12, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1. I love this game. I actually do play this game. I have both games for the Xbox and stuff. So I really enjoy playing both of them. I think my favorite characters for this game are like Malik and Revan, of course, and then I think Bastila Shan is actually a really cool character as well on the game. So really enjoy those characters, different characters from previous Star Wars things you know of, but overall a really good story and really good, interesting characters and stuff. So at number 11, we have Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2. I really enjoyed Knights of the Republic 2. I like the fact we get introduced to characters like Darth Nihilus, Sinon, Darth Traya, which are like the they're kind of like the Trinidad of like your Sith characters, which are really cool characters. Really, I really like the story that it took for that game, and really interesting and stuff. And not just that, but I liked the RPG Star Wars game that gave it. And I like the open range, explore Star Wars worlds like Planet, like games like that, and I think they're super fun and really interesting things to explore, especially with what you do in the game and stuff, and your decisions you make also. So number 10, we have Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which is the Jango Fett video game. I really enjoyed it. I really wish they would have made Star Wars 1313 to make the Boba Fett game to go along with it, so we can have a Jango Fett and a Boba Fett like game. I think that would have been a really cool thing to actually make. So, but I really enjoyed for what it was, and definitely a cool Star Wars game for sure. But definitely I like to see them actually make a Star Wars Mandalorian like game. I know there was actually supposed to be one, for some reason they canceled it. So okay, at number 9 we have Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, the game. This is probably one of my favorite Star Wars fighting games of all time, with the Revenge of the Sith characters and having these clash battles. Not just that, but I really enjoyed a game like that. And it's kind of hard to have a Star Wars fighting game like that. And I really wish they would actually make something like that, similar like what Revenge of the Sith had. Even though they just had, Revenge of the Sith characters, I think it'd be really unique if they would have added, a few more characters from the game to the game that were from the movie on there as well. Like, they probably could have added characters like Yoda and Darth Sidious on there, for example. They probably could have added, characters like, Ki-Adi-Mundi and stuff as well. I mean, just characters on the game that would have been really interesting to throw in. At number 8, we have Star Wars Force Unleashed 1. I really enjoyed Star Wars Force Unleashed 1 game. I think my favorite thing about the game is to go and find all the lightsaber colors, even though you could type a cheat code in, unlock them faster that way, and just play around with them. Um, I really enjoyed it for what it was. It was pretty much, like the God of War of Star Wars games, and you just felt like this very powerful character in the game with the Force, your lightsaber, everything that you can do with your abilities is just crazy. Just overpower Force abilities on stormtroopers, and it's just a fun game. Next, we have Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. I like the second one a little bit, but I think my favorite one is probably the very first game. I think the first game was my favorite one compared to the second one. Yes, the second one did have some issues, but I did like the second one also, just different game. At number 6, we have Star Wars Lego Skywalker Saga. I like that Lego game. I think that's one of my favorite Lego Star Wars games of all time. Um, Especially with its multiple Lego roster and all the characters you can play around with and things like that. Um, just a fun little Lego Star Wars game. At number 5, we have Star Wars Dark Forces. This was a kind of a older PlayStation 1 game, and I'm pretty sure I even had this for the PC. I played this one on PC once. I did this for a PC game. But I really enjoyed it for what it was, and it was a cool little Star Wars shooter game. Um, just run uh, just run around and kind of shoot down characters. It was in the style of Doom, but it was actually a pretty cool Star Wars game. Definitely really enjoyed that, and I really like to actually see them actually bring Star Wars Dark Forces in at some point. At number 4, we have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I thought Star Wars Fallen Order was a really fun game. I did play the very first game. Um, Playing as Cal Kestis was a pretty cool thing. Really interesting character, and it's definitely really fun to explore. Other Jedi's that might have survived the Order of 66 and things, and see where things went as it, and then of course. At number 3, we have Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I have finally gotten around to playing it. I was waiting to actually play around with it finally. I finally got around to playing it. I actually really enjoy it. I think it's a really good Star Wars game. I definitely do look forward to them making a third one because I think there was talks that they are doing a third one coming in. Um, I really enjoyed that one pretty well too. So at number 2, we have Star Wars Battlefront 2004, which is the very first original Battlefront game. Where do I begin with this? Well, this was pretty much my childhood, my game, everything. This was my Call of Duty pretty much. My Battlefield shooter game. So this was a game that not only I enjoyed, but this is the game that my brother played a lot. This is a game that just had so many memories and battles and just fun moments and just really great Star Wars hype. And then of course the sound that it makes when you in the loading screen, which is like a unique sound, which is refreshing in your ears. At number 1, last but not least, Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005's game. Oh man, this was probably one of the goated Star Wars games of all time. You have your assault hero battles, you have your hunt modes, your galactic conquest, your conquest battle games, space battles with spaceships. Oh man, just fun stuff. I definitely did enjoy the second one pretty well too. Both, in my opinion, I like both Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2. I don't really like to favor over one. I think both games did justice. I think both games did very well on both par. Um, I think one of the things I like about that one, I like playing the assault battles and stuff, Jedi versus Hero. I think that's one of my favorite things doing that, and I do like to play around with the conquest ones too and stuff as well. But I think that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. Comment on the section below and tell me what your guys' favorite Star Wars game is. What your favorite Star Wars game is, what you guys like. Like I said, I think my favorite two are probably gonna be the both Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2 games. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit your button as always, and I'll see you next video, and goodbye.